happening?
I don't know, the controls are jammed. Hold on, we're going to crash. Behave. Whoa.
What?
That's weird. The console's different. In fact, the whole desktop theme's changed. Amy! 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 Oh, still there? Okay, this is alright. Well, when I say alright, this is actually very, very, very bad. But, anyway, hello. You don't know me, but I do know you. I know you because I am who you are going to be, sooner or later, depending where you are up to at the moment. Which is obviously here right now. But I was talking about in a more timey-wimey sense. Anyway, as I say, sooner or later, one day, you will regenerate, and you'll become me. Bet you can't believe your luck, eh? What? I am you are me, and we are both each other. Blimey. Is that a bow tie? Yeah. Bow ties are cool.
Doctor!
Don't worry, I'm coming. Don't worry, Amy, everything's alright-ish. Maybe a couple of little, well, big problems to sort out. But right now, there's someone here I think you'd really like to meet. Amy, meet me. Me, meet Amy. Amy, me, Amy.
What do you mean, meet you? You are you. He can't be you too, can he?
Yes, of course he can be.
You might as well tell me that pigs can fly, Doctor. What you're saying doesn't make any sense, though why that should surprise me, I don't know.
Pigs can fly in some places in the universe, although, of course, they're not the same pigs as... But I do understand what you mean. Well, the way he can be me, and I can be him, is this. When a Time Lord dies, he can regenerate. Brand new body, brand new personality, same memory, same consciousness, same soul, if you like. There are a few rules about how this works, but with a bit of luck, he can do this 12 times. This man here is one of my former selves, and a very fine former self he is too. One of my favorites. Such passion. Any questions?
No, not really. Makes as much sense as anything else you ever explained.
Okay, now that she understands how you can both be the same person, Doctor, I suggest you get back to the problem at hand.
What? What, Doctor? Another problem? What's the problem?
Yes, basically, what he is trying to say, or what we are trying to say, is that my TARDIS and his TARDIS have merged by crashing into each other. They are both occupying the same space at the same time. Many things about this are not good. When two TARDISes merge, it causes the existence of any surrounding planets and the TARDISes themselves to explode, and all those who sail on board. We need to separate them, quickly.
Nothing out of the ordinary then. What do we have to do?
We have to blow up the TARDISes.
We have to do what?
Oh, it'll be alright. I know what to do, because this has happened to me before. Not with this doctor, of course, but it has happened to me before. Well, when you've lived over 900 years, Amy, some events are bound to repeat. Anyway, on the last occasion we used a very precisely timed explosion to separate the two timelines, and it worked brilliantly.
Isn't that rather dangerous for those of us who are inside?
Not if it's done properly, but we have no time to lose. My TARDIS, I think, Doctor. There really is no time to lose. We have to calibrate the controls for both TARDISes so that the explosion... Yes, but first I need some more information to set the coordinates. Remember, I've been through this before as well. I do know what to do. Now, as I say, my TARDIS. So, go down there, now. I have just managed to get some time-space coordinates on my scanner, which makes me suspect that all is not quite what it seems here. My readings indicate that the other vessel currently merged with my TARDIS is in fact an ordinary spaceship, not a TARDIS. What kind of a Time Lord travels in an ordinary spaceship rather than a TARDIS? You might well ask. The answer is no kind of a Time Lord, so if he isn't really a Time Lord, what is he? It doesn't really matter, does it? The important thing is that if he isn't a Time Lord, but he is pretending to be one, then he is certainly up to no good, and he is a fake. Now, Doctor, please, this is important. Can you give me the UTC heliocentric coordinates for the point in space that you're occupying just before you crashed into each other? Negative 0.4388459 by 31.3996852 by 31.2330169, allowing for correctness for general relativity. Thank you, Doctor. Now I know he's a fake. I know exactly where he should have been on his own timeline, and it should have been Mars, fighting a good fight of Adelaide Brook. But the coordinates that he just gave me placed him by Pluto instead, a long, long way from the red planet. Now I know you, Doctor, for who you really are. I name you Auton, Agent of the Nesting. Hold on tight, Amy! Are you alright?
Get me down from here! Doctor, are you insane? What have you done?
Have a little faith, Amy. Have I ever let you down before? That was not one of my former selves. He was a fake. My best guess that he was an android, an Auton in fact. As far as I can tell, that puppet and his ship have been locked onto this point in space for a long time now, waiting, just waiting, for us to occupy the exact coordinates it was programmed to intercept. As soon as we passed through the intercepting point in space, the crash happened because he was always there, all the time. Sort of.
But who created him? If he's a puppet and an android, who made him and why?
My guess, Amy, is that he was all a part of an old plan by the Alliance. A capture strategy to get me into the Pandorica prison. Something they worked on before they found the time energy surrounding you and were able to exploit your old memories to capture me instead. They probably left it in place after developing the new plan, because, well, it never hurts to have a backup plan. You know what they say, you never know your luck in a big galaxy. Anyway, the important thing to do now is to get rid of the other ship's overlay on the Tardis, and for that, we need an explosion.
Is it safe? Are we going to die? Shall I wake up Rory?
Safe, of course it's safe. I'm just going to tweak this chrono accelerator a little, and we'll travel very quickly forward in time until we reach the moment where the TARDIS crashed into the other Auton's ship. At that precise moment, I will focus all of the energy of the crash to make one really big explosion, which will push the two ships apart. The TARDIS will be stabilized and therefore remain safe. The other ship will be unstabilized by the explosion and will be destroyed. Are you ready? There we are then. All that energy has split the ships apart. It has separated the Auton's ship, and being deprived of its innate desire to blow up the TARDIS, it has condensed itself into a simple physical repository. And as you can see, that repository is a Fez.
Wow, that's amazing. Really amazing. I've got to hand it to you, Doctor. Sometimes you're just incredible. Can I have a look at that?
No!
The Fez is history, Doctor, and just in case you're having any sneaky ideas, be warned I have the chrono accelerator in my pocket.
Amy? Doctor? What just happened?
Nothing much, Rory. Don't worry, I'm coming.
Ice cold.